Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for PsychoHobo. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, pretty much anything, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for Primer from 2004, which I know is a highly praised film. To be perfectly honest, this is a film that went over my bald head. It really did. I mean, I get what I was going for. It's very, very technical. It's very, very detailed in its technicalities of the way that people talk with each other. I can appreciate that they don't want to dumb the audience down. But it feels like I'm in the middle of a seminar that people just talking over me. I'm kind of sitting there going, I don't get what you're talking about. And thus I lose interest. Maybe some people, they get more intrigued by it. For me, I just get less intrigued. Because I didn't understand the dialogue. I thought it was heavy upon heavy in scientific vocabulary and TED Talk, catalytic converters, and exams of time travel physics. And it's about these two characters, Aaron and Abe. At first they're with two other characters and they're working from a garage, but ultimately they part ways and it's just Aaron and Abe. And as they work in this garage, they pretty much, one way or another, find out how to deal with time travel. But it's being very technical on how to explain this in terms that I didn't understand half of what they were saying, or most of what they were saying. Something about how we're able to proteins, and there's 1 minute that will equal 1,347 minutes. If they go into a box, then another comes out. But then they're in the box for, I don't know, 6 hours or so. And they have to make sure they have enough air and stuff going on. And then when they leave, at times they just see their double, as there'll be this kind of causal loop. And I can appreciate it, but at the same time, it's like, I did not find it that entertaining. I just didn't find it as interesting as other people did. I thought the characters were rather dry and boring. Aaron and Abe, I mean, I didn't care about the characters. There's not a whole lot you really find out about them other than their technical speak. And very briefly about their loved ones. Well, I said, there were times I'm sitting there and scratching my head being just really confused as to what they were saying, and I felt like I had to get a pen and piece of paper to write down and follow through with the movie. So like I said, it's not that this is a bad movie, it's just not my cup of tea, and it's too smart for me, I guess. That's the best way to put it. It's too smart for me. It's very low budget. I think it was done with $7,000. Give credit to making a film in that low of a budget. I mean, it doesn't have a scope of anything in the fact of it's mostly in like a park bench or a garage or a few houses, very down and dirty. When they do this stuff and they're going to these boxes, they're doing investments so they can make a bit of money. Although you don't really see them showcase getting the money, spending the money, having fun with the money, enjoying the money. It just, that really feels as if that's really coming to play. And the guy you don't expect to want to keep doing keeps doing it, and ultimately culminates in these 36-hour days. Now, there's a little bit of thing where like one of their ears start bleeding, and they find a guy that they know that must have been in one of the boxes, and something happens, so now he's comatose, like a vegetable, in their guest bedroom. But I still never really, because of the dry, boring nature of the characters, I never really truly got why the one guy kept wanting so much to keep doing this. Why he was so adamant to keep doing this. I just didn't really feel a strong narrative nature as to why this character kept wanting to, like, and they try to explain it, but again, it's such technical jargon that I feel like I'm back in, geometry back, back in school. And I would say for people that are much more into that stuff, much more into physics, much more into that technical jargon, you would enjoy this a lot more than I would. But I didn't really feel a lot of suspense. It's not a thriller. It's not a comedy. I guess you would say it's sci-fi, but very, very low key. There's not any special effects or anything. I guess drama, just a very small independent drama. At one point, they stop a shotgun-toting party goer, but even then, it's done in such a mundane fashion that you don't really feel much scare, intensity, suspense. Because they're kind of talking, and they see the guy, and then they wander over, and then the scene's kind of over. And then you have the one, spoiler alert, you have the one guy staying behind to watch because thinks all this needs to stop. But at the same time, he doesn't really showcase why this needs to stop. I mean, I guess he wants to protect his friend, but at the same time, if his friend wants to keep doing it and he won't stop, I just maybe he thinks something else is going to happen, but at the same, it's not like one of those movies where you see a whole lot of stuff get altered, where it's not like alternate future, altered 1985 and Back to the Future Part 2, that type of big conundrum. At least it's not showcased as much in this. I don't know, if we're talking about time travel films, I guess I'm just more looking for something more entertaining. Back to the Future 1 and 2, Time Cop, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and so forth. And spoilers, it ends with the one guy dealing with these French-speaking folks about making a bigger box, while the other guy, he's trying to make it seem as if he's trying to make it that this didn't get started in the first place, but at the same time, there's older versions of his buddy stopping him, and I don't know, it was hard to follow. It was just confusing to me. Like I said, just above my pay grade, I guess. I'm just too stupid for the film. But yeah, people enjoy and like it. They appreciate the smarts of it. I can understand that. It's just, again, I wasn't really engaged by the characters. The dialogue was just confusing because of what they're doing. And I didn't really find it that entertaining of a movie. And if people, it's not meant to be entertaining, well then, whatever it was meant to be, I didn't find that either. So, if you did, good on you. I'm not the right guy for it. So that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later.